Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, I can hear you now. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I had this earpiece in. I wasn't sure if you can hear me backstage. Hey,
Oh,
we
okay.
got some people joining us live already.
Really?
Yes. Okay,
Oh,
hold on a second, y'all. I know we're anxious. Hold on, hold
I'm already nervous.
on. Don't be nervous.
I get like that.
Hold on just a second. I'm going to see if this earpiece is doing what it needs to do.
Okay.
And let's see. I think this is. You should be able to hear me. Is that working now?
Hmm.
Okay, perfect. I can hear you in my ear now.
Okay.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Well, let's say hello to the folks. I was trying to give a few minutes. The way Facebook works now, it's not been giving everybody notifications. So I had a
Hmm.
little timer on there to let folks stroll on in.
Okay.
Let's see. We have Coach Erica Kane in the building. What's up, E? Finding her
EC.
way. Hey,
EC in the
hey.
house.
See, Facebook user on the Facebook side, it won't show us y'all's name, but hey, love, we appreciate you popping up with us.
Hmm.
J Love Design,
Hmm.
Latanya, oh, Coach Toya. I'm like Latanya. That's Coach Toya over there. Vegan Life, what's good, love? Elizabeth Williams, she could be. Hey, baby. Let's see. Trendy Lioness Couture. Hey, you came back to see us. I'm glad to see you came back. Yes, G&D Photography. Oh
Hmm.
yeah, what's up, G?
They in the building.
Let's see. Dawn Williams. Hey, Dawn, I've been seeing your work lately. You have been on fire. Yes. And Facebook, you says you can hear both of us. Awesome. Thank you so much, love. Coach Sharon is in the building.
All right.
Jacqueline. Ken. What's up, Ken? Ken is one of the A1 day ones also. Aisha. Hey, love. Nicole Hughes. Craftily Me. Hey, y'all. Hey.
Oh, they coming in, aren't they?
Yeah, they coming in. Tanya, let us know where y'all are chiming in from. Let us know so we know what time zone to be doing this sort of thing.
Hmm.
Yes, Treese Denise. Oh yeah, Treese Denise, you've been on your thing. Another A1 day one. She has
Hmm.
been on fire with her designs and putting her work out there. So y'all in
Mm.
for a good old treat. Good old treat. Coach DeShanta's in the building. Alabama. All right, Alabama's in the building.
Man, I'm
Cincinnati,
Georgia,
Ohio.
so
Thank you, Lisa.
this Alabama Georgia thing ain't gonna work.
Oh.
This ain't gonna work.
Now we're finna have comments going back and forth the whole
You
session now.
all you already know this ain't gonna work.
Let's see, South Carolina. We got Maryland in the building. Vegan Life. Kemia is South Carolina. That's what Coach Q is. Florida, of course. We always got to have Florida in the building for the one time. Oh, Jacqueline says, "Go dogs."
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Awesome. Port Arthur, Texas. All right, Cheryl.
All right. Texas.
Delaware, Elizabeth in Delaware. All right.
Mm.
I don't know if
Cold
we
up
see Delaware too often, so thank you. We
there. Yes.
appreciate. Oh, Wisconsin. Oh, shoot, we everywhere.
Cold up there.
Wisconsin, Ebony. And Ken says, "Roll Tide."
It's gonna be a
I love
long
all of
day.
y'all. I don't play sides of favorites.
Mhm. Bless your
Let's
heart.
see. Three Queens and Kings Bling says, "Hey from Troy, Michigan."
All right. All right.
Okay, Lucretia, you're from Michigan too. Chicago in the house.
Chicago.
Erica says, "Stan, it's freezing here."
I know it is. Mm.
JLo Design is Mississippi. All right.
Mississippi. Okay.
And we got Milwaukee, Wisconsin in the house. Look,
Milwaukee.
what I tell you, Camilla. This dog's trying to bite at our ankles. You back,
Mm.
dogs? Roll Tide, baby. Listen, listen.
I should have just kept my mouth closed. Told me
David,
like this
David
all
from
night.
Dallas.
All
What's up,
right.
David? And Nicole, you coming in from Michigan as well? Okay. All right. Well, we got y'all all over the globe.
They in, ain't they?
Yeah, we got pros in different area codes. That's what I'm
Oh,
talking about.
that's right. That's what's up.
Awesome. Well, I want to formally introduce to you the one and only Stan the Man from Cartoon University.
Hello, hello, hello.
Y'all show some love. Show some love. And just to let you know, Stan, when we do the Facebook, it has our the YouTube, it has a little bit of a delay. So sometimes it'll be a delay in response,
Okay.
but it's all good because usually they'll get right back to us. Oh,
Okay.
Pensacola in the house. All right. All right, Latanya. All right. So I don't know if you all know Stan. I think most of you do. I really feel like he needs no introduction, but this is our opportunity, like real deal, to get some one-on-one time with Stan
Hmm.
and ask him some questions about how to cartoon, maybe even some questions about how we got started, what he would recommend for us to do if we're interested in getting into the field. And y'all, guess what? Stan teaches.
Mm,
Stan teaches,
I
and
do.
I think this is a wonderful opportunity. At the end of this, I want y'all to stay to the end now because at the end of this, we have a special treat. Okay, so make sure y'all stay to the end. We're not gonna tell you what it is. It's definitely gonna be for those that hang tight and get through this with us. We're also gonna have a big announcement as well for a class that's upcoming. Okay, all
Hmm.
right.
Big things
So,
popping.
Stan, so that you can focus on answering questions for the people, I'm going to read for you, see
Okay.
what folks want. I'll, kind of help you get through. I know sometimes these comments may go pretty fast, so I'll
Hmm.
just ask them out loud for you, and you can just work on being you. Okay,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
I know that's the hard part, right?
Yes.
All right. All right. So, but Stan, can you explain to us a little bit your background as far as training, and also what you do and why you do it?
Oh wow. Traditionally, I am a cartoonist by trade,
Hmm.
and I got into caricatures about 10 years ago, and I was always interested in caricature art. So down here in Atlanta, we have Six Flags, and so I would always go and see the caricature artists instead of riding the rides. I want to go see the caricature. That was like a theme
Right.
park for me. You know what I'm saying? And so I always wanted to know how can you turn someone into a cartoon, and then it still looks like them.
Right.
So I was hooked in, and so I just started playing around with it. I was doing cartoons at the time, Looney Tunes, Disney stuff,
Hmm.
and I had planned to go to a school in Florida called Full Sail, which is like a
Right.
I think it's in Winter Park, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. I'm
And
familiar with it.
yeah, I was going to go there for animation training, and I had some friends who went there, and they was like, "Man, it's not really. It's like a sweatshop." So I got people at Disney, and so they was like, "Man, just do your own thing." And so I was like, "Okay, cool." I started doing my own thing, and then it just took off.
So what kind of and I want to say this because sometimes they're related, sometimes it's not related, but what
Mhm.
kind of jobs or work have you done throughout the years, and have you always only done art, or do you work a 9 to 5 and do this on the side? How is this work out for you as far as career wise?
Career wise, I just retired from FedEx. I was there for, I think, 17 years,
Oh, wow.
and but I did the drawing as like a little side thing.
Hmm.
I felt like, okay, if I can't go work for Disney, there's no point in doing this. You know what I'm saying? So, but I would do it as a little side thing. And about
Hmm.
5, 6 years, just about 5 or 6 years ago, one of my coworkers was like, "Yo, can you draw a picture of my husband in a Raiders uniform for
Hmm.
his birthday?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I can do that." And I did it, and it was a huge success, and it just catapulted me from here to here because I
Hmm.
started getting requests, and so I said, well, "Let me put this on Facebook and let me see," and it's like overnight, and so even my managers, they would tell me like, "What are you doing here? It's time for you to
Hmm.
leave this full time." And so, um, it was funny because when COVID hit, they furloughed me, which I'm a senior employee, so I shouldn't have got furloughed. It was
Right.
meant for someone else. But I said, hey, I'll take it. I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted a break because
Right.
I was doing so much commission work on the side at home. I just needed a break. And so they was like, well, you can come back now. And I'm like,
Mm.
I don't want to come back.
You got a
So
taste.
I said, I got a taste of it. And I'm like, okay, my biggest thing was, okay, how can I supplement this FedEx salary plus benefits? And it's a really easy job. I started at 5 o'clock in the morning. I was home by 1:30. So it was super easy. But
Right.
how can I supplement this? And I didn't think I could supplement that income.
Mhm.
And the first month, I mean, I tripled it. I tripled it. So I'm like, nah, I
That's
ain't
a
coming back.
message.
Yeah, I said I'm not coming back. So this year in August will be 2 years that I've been doing art now full time.
Woo! Wait, we got to take a pause for that. When I tell you that's a big deal, Stan, congratulations. That's
I
a
appreciate it.
huge deal. And I feel like it's not just, overnight thing. And I
Mhm.
know that it may have like caused a spurt like that, but you have been working and honing this skill
Mhm.
for quite some time, right? So
Mhm.
the
Yes.
talent itself is built,
Mhm.
not bought. This is like, and I've seen your skills in real time. Like you are a genius at what you do because I don't know if people know this, but to cartoon, it's a way of thinking.
Mhm.
It's a mindset. It's something that just like a boxer knows the move and when a
Yes.
strike is coming. This is something that you've trained yourself to do.
Mhm.
If I'm correct in saying that.
Mhm. Yeah, I went to the art institute, but I ended up teaching them the teacher stuff.
Yeah.
And so, when it comes to cartoons and
Mhm.
caricatures, you really have to shut your logical side of your mind
Mhm.
down and
Right.
think on your illogical side.
Right.
And you got to focus on that and then hone in that skill. And then, you just have to be creative with it. It's a lot of practice, a lot of practice.
Right.
I remember when I first got started, I would draw caricatures and I would show it to my wife, and she would be like, "Nah, that don't look like them." I'm like, "Oh man, for real?"
Yeah.
So I just kept at it, and it's to the point now where she's like, yeah, you got it." So yeah,
That's good. And if you can get the wife's approval, then anybody else's,
yeah,
approval pales in
yeah,
comparison.
oh yeah, yeah. So a lot of when you're doing commission work too,
Mhm.
you really get the honesty from people,
Mhm.
and it really does. You have to have thick skin, and that's what makes you better. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If you're always doing stuff and people saying, "Yeah, that looks good,"
Mhm.
but it really doesn't, then you're not really growing as an artist.
Right.
So you need that harsh criticism to get better. So you got to have thick skin.
Absolutely. What would you say was the time frame between when you started, sketching and when you really felt like, you know what, this is it, I got it, or somebody else told you this is it, you got it? Because you know how we could be our worst critics. We never
Right,
feel like we're finished learning,
right,
right? So
right.
what was that time frame that you feel like it really took you to become a true cartoonist?
Um, maybe I would say maybe like a year or two,
Yep.
because at my FedEx job, I got there at 5 o'clock, but my first stop wouldn't be until almost 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Hmm.
So I got 2 hours to just practice.
Right.
So that was like for like 3 years, I'm just practicing. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? So I'm working while I'm at work.
Right.
And so I hone my skills actually in my FedEx truck.
Look
You
at
know,
that.
and
Look at
so
that.
it was like everything was like lining up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I get there at five
Space and
o'clock.
opportunity. Yep.
Right. I get there at 5 o'clock. It's like, hey, your first stop is at 7:30. Okay, I go up to the neighborhood racetrack and park, turn on some music. I got my Surface Pro tablet, and for 2 hours, I'm not being bothered.
That's what's up.
So it was
And
easy.
I know a lot of us have like positions where we do have that dead time, and
Hmm.
we kind of look at that situation. I used to work at Lockheed Martin,
Hmm.
and I got to the point where I would actually take I would actually take off time from work. That's how you
Mm-hmm.
know, like you really love what you're doing, and it is to a point where it can be productive. If
Mm-hmm.
you take off from something that you get paid to do to do something you don't necessarily get paid to do,
Mm-hmm.
but you see the future in that,
Mm-hmm.
and I just I felt like this is something that I could do whether I got paid or didn't get paid. So
Mm-hmm.
the time for me, it was like how we spend watching a movie. It was leisure to me, even though it was work.
Right.
Is this kind of like your therapy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same thing. I mean, I was I get to work and I practice for like 2 hours. So I go home and I practice more. So theoretically, I'm doing close to maybe 4 to 5 hours of practice a day.
Right,
You
right.
know,
That
and I'm an
yeah.
early bird, so I'm always up at like 5:30 in the morning.
Hmm.
So I get up in the morning, I warm up for about 2 hours, and then I get to work. You know what I'm saying? So that practice and that it's just like football. You know,
Hmm.
with football, pro football, those guys practice like 5, 6 days a week just to play the game one day on Sunday. So you
Exactly.
got to practice and put that time in.
Absolutely. And I think that's important for folks to know too, because a lot of times we think something is, especially when we're all artistic and we all have creative mindsets, we think we just pick up just about anything and go with it.
Right.
And this is one of those things that it's a way of life. It's a way of thinking.
Mhm.
It's like wax on, wax off. You can do it a
Right.
million different times, and
Right.
it's still you're never going to perfect it. You're just going to get better and better.
Hmm.
And I think that's important to folks who want to know how to do what you do as well, that they
Hmm.
understand, hey, this comes with discipline, this comes with
Hmm.
persistence and consistency. The skill, of course, is going to develop, but if you're not investing that time and that energy into really perfecting or honing your craft, because of course we don't get perfect, but it's not going to come to a point where you're really
That's
going to
right.
be able to sell what it is that you do.
That's
This
right.
this is a little bit of a different craft. Like this is
Right.
a handful of people that can work like this.
Hmm.
So, Stan, I'm letting you know that of all artists that I've seen, character, especially, I come from artists myself. I've
Hmm.
seen exactly what you're talking about. Where we go to the parks and you have caricature artists there. It's very fascinating the way how fast someone's mind can think to interpret one thing and
Hmm.
actually give you a presentation of something completely like abstract, but
Hmm.
still maintain certain elements where for certain that's that person.
Hmm.
So that's a big deal. And in and of itself, caricatures itself is a big deal.
Hmm.
I think of was it Mad? Was it Mad magazine?
Mad Magazine, yeah.
Yes, my dad used to practice those type of sketches and stuff growing up, and
Hmm.
I'm
Hmm.
not that type of artist. Like you said, it would take me a lot of practicing and doing that regularly just to get out of my right thinking mind, because my right thinking mind only wants to perceive things as they
Hmm.
actually are.
Right.
So this is absolutely something that's phenomenal, and just to get a chance to pick your brain is excellent for us. And y'all make sure y'all ask in the comments here any questions y'all have. Don't let me ask Stan all the questions. Y'all have ones too. I think someone asked here, I think they said, do we have to know how to draw to turn pictures into a cartoon?
um, man, my honest opinion, yes, yes,
Just be honest. Yeah,
yeah,
go and let them
yeah.
know.
You see a lot of this, because we artists, we talk. So, but
Hmm.
you see a lot of this Photoshop, instant cartooning type thing. That's not. No, no.
Right.
That's not really a cartoon or um, everything's been done for you. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So it's almost like looking in the back of the book for the answers instead of figuring out the equation. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So to have someone truly make a cartoon of yourself, that's an original piece that no one else has. Only you have that.
Exactly.
So yeah, yeah, you got to have some drawing skills.
Right. And I know some of us will take the training wheels approach. And there's things that can be done to kind of build you up to drawing. But essentially, what he's saying is, yes, you need
Mm.
to learn how to draw. Do you need to already be a person that's great at drawing? Nobody that is great at drawing was ever just great at drawing. They had to start from the first
Correct.
stroke on that paper. So
Correct.
what he's
Correct.
saying is, it takes some real work.
Correct.
And I'm glad you're giving people the correct expectation, because a lot of times we're an app world, right? Everything is
Mhm.
done on an app. Everything
Mhm.
like instantly does something for us. And even with the Photoshop style that I teach, I actually teach from templates, because I realized that that when people could see immediate results, it gave
Mhm.
them a little more confidence to stick
Mhm.
with it.
Mhm.
So there is a collaboration that you're doing. And thanks, So Pro Academy says
Mhm.
this is going to be a dope collaboration. I want to let you all know that this is just a single class. Stan has his own cartoon university, so we're doing this just to kind of merge the folks that I have over here on the Photoshop side with the folks that are interested in cartooning, to give you a taste of, even without being a an artist that knows how to draw. So get this,
Mhm.
this is your opportunity for those that don't know how to draw but want to get into this space of cartooning, where you can kind of, try your hand at what it is that it takes to understand the concept behind things. So let's see here. I'm going to pull up something just a moment.
Mhm.
Oh, and also you had a great comment here, Stan.
Mhm.
Tashonda says, so glad you're doing your art full time. Your artwork has helped me in my business a lot. Providing my
Good.
customers with fire artwork has been a blessing.
Good. That's what I
So
want to
yes.
hear. That's what I wanted to hear.
and
I wanted to make cartooning cool. I wanted to give it some swag. Because
mm-hmm,
when you go to the theme parks and you see the caricatures, it's the same people, Jordan, Wolverine, Spider-Man. I was like, no,
right.
man, I want to see like Isaac Hayes and Teddy Pendergrass, and I want to see stuff
Exactly.
from my culture. You know what I'm saying? And so when I brought that, that's why I do like a lot of nostalgic stuff from the 80s and 90s,
Mm-hmm.
60s, because that's when music was, well, first of all, music was better then.
Right.
Movies were better.
Right.
Television shows were a lot better. So that stuff can bring back memories to remind you of how good your childhood was and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to keep it cool like that.
Absolutely. I'm gonna share something with you all.
Mhm.
So this isn't the surprise. So the surprise is at the end, but
Mhm.
I want to give you a little taste of what it is that we're presenting today. Let me share my screen real quick. Got my little Photoshop screen up. Okay, let me know if y'all can see this. So we've got a little class coming up, a little course coming up. This is a pre-recorded course, because this type of work does take some time. It takes you to, sometimes you have to step away from your work and come back. But this is going to be a really dope like concept. And I want you all to tell me what you think about this concept and be real. Like we said, we're being honest. We want you to be honest. So
Mhm.
this is to take the scariness out of, do I need to know how to draw? Am I, going to be the best sketch artist out the gate? More than likely, no. There are some very rare occasions where people just take to this kind of thing very naturally, but it still requires work, especially to do it digitally. So, how many of us have, even as a grown person, let's admit it, have we done some type of coloring application, whether it be on the phone, or if you're sitting there on the phone and you're just doodling and you're sketching? It's like coloring or sketching or just putting a pen to paper has some type of relaxing element to it. Sometimes we just do it naturally. I know when I'm on the phone or I'm in a seminar and it's really long, I draw, for some reason, I draw eyes, like
Mhm.
eyes,
Mhm.
and I shade in the irises and I make eyebrows and noses. And I don't know what, I have this obsession with like an eye and a nose.
Mhm.
Or I'll draw butterflies and I'm
Mhm.
drawing like really intricate like veins in the butterflies and stuff. And it's just something I do to calm myself if I'm nervous or if I'm just extremely bored, right? So Natalia says yes. um, so this is something that we naturally do anyway, right? Let's get into a part of cartooning that is really a substantial part, right, Stan?
Right.
The coloring, right?
Mhm. Yes. Yes.
So if you see this image here, somebody let me know what y'all think. Who do y'all think this image is? Let's see.
Oh
Let's
man.
see if Stan did a good job here.
Oh my goodness.
This sketch here, who do y'all think this is on the sketch?
That bring back memories of my wife. Like, oh my
Oh,
goodness.
that's all right. But you made it, Stan. You made it,
Yeah, I
Stan.
did. I
Yes.
did.
Oh,
I
the
did.
first guess. In first
First
guess,
guess?
MLK. Yes.
Oh, okay. Good. 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 Good.
Martin Luther King. Absolutely. Okay,
Good.
so you passed. You
Good.
passed.
Yes. Yes.
Oh Lord, somebody said Stan. You know what? I put the picture side by side. That might have thrown y'all. But yeah, everybody, Martin Luther King, they know it. They
Mm.
know it.
The struggle is real.
Awesome. Okay, so what we're doing with this particular project, and this is a great opportunity for you to kind of get a play on this whole concept of dreaming in color, right? You know, Martin Luther King had a dream. The sketch is already done for you. You're dreaming about cartooning. You want to get into this space, but you don't know quite where to start, or
Hmm.
you feel a bit intimidated about the process, right?
Hmm.
I want you all to understand that this is something that Stan's bringing. It's unlike nothing that I've ever seen out there. So congratulations, Stan. I think you're on to something really
I
novel.
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yes. And I think who was it? Natanya. Someone said, yeah, they do the coloring apps on the phone.
Hmm.
So definitely, this is not going to be anything like that because this is learning the professional level of coloring, but with the same type of energy that you take towards coloring those images, let it be therapeutic to some degree,
Hmm.
like, right, this
Right.
is something that takes concentration. It takes your mind, like sometimes if we have trouble with our mind settling a lot of
Hmm.
different ideas at once, doing something like this can really draw our focus in and help center us,
Hmm.
right, while doing something that's going to encourage us to build this skill. So,
Hmm.
Stan, tell us a little bit about how this would work. What do we receive? What do we need in order to do this type of project? Well, what do we need versus what would be a best case scenario of what tools and software we would want?
Okay. Well, to do something like this right here, you're going to need a drawing pad.
Hmm.
I don't know if you can see it, but you see this right here?
Here, let me pull it in full size for you. Let's do. There you go.
Right here?
Uh huh.
Okay. So you're going to need a drawing pad, which is going to come with a with a stylus pen,
Hmm.
and and you're basically learning how to draw on a digital pad. Trying to do it with the mouse just it's going to be extremely difficult. It can be done, but it's going to be extremely difficult, and you're going to probably be frustrated within about 5 or 10 minutes because you can't get in to do all the detail with the line strokes. You can't do the line strokes with the mouse. It's just no way. And
Right.
that's why they make some of these apps now to try to make it easier, but that's just not the way to do it. You know. So you'll need a drawing pad, or I have a right here to my right of me. You guys can't see it, but I have a huge 24-inch drawing tablet that I draw when I'm at home, and I'm stationary at home. I draw on that one too. So it's like a big 24-inch tablet, and then I have the Surface Pro um, mobile tablet that I can take with me when I'm on the road. And also, you can use the Apple iPad if you want to get into Procreate. You know, so we teach Procreate classes over at Cartoon University. If you got an iPad, but I'm more on the Android side with the Surface Pro, and I
Hmm.
teach a software called Sketchbook Pro, and it's a really easy program to use. All of the artwork that I sell is done in Sketchbook Pro.
Hmm.
Uh, there's rarely now. I rarely with the video training that was done in Photoshop, and I talked about that in the video. So what they're watching, so it may be a little different with the
Hmm.
color scheme because it's two different softwares I'm using. So
Right. Okay.
yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about in Photoshop what they would need in order to start this project. So you mentioned the stylist, but is
Hmm.
there like a entry level one versus a professional one,
Hmm.
and what are the price ranges of those?
Yeah, like the one I just showed you, that's pretty much like an entry level. That's going to probably cost you about $299, I think.
Okay.
The thing with this one though, it doesn't have a screen on it. So
Mm,
I taught myself. So you're pretty much looking at the screen on your monitor, but you're drawing on this.
right.
So you teaching yourself how to draw without looking at your hand move and all that. So you know, like when you're writing a paper or like a essay, you're kind of looking at what your where the pen is going. But with this right here, you have to look at the screen and you have to sync your eyes with your hands so that the line strokes come out nice. So that's the major like learning curve that people struggle with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
but that's more from a beginner standpoint. Now, with the iPad and the Surface Pro, and the one I have to my right here, the screen is actually on the tablet, and that's more of a professional. The Surface Pro, a good one, is going to probably run you about $1,200. The
Right.
iPad is going to run you about $700 to $900. The one I got to my right here is it's a big one, like I said, and that was going to probably run you about $3,500.
Right. And that one, Stan, can you tell us a little bit about the specs? Like, does it go by the RAM? Is that important? Is it important to have a certain amount of hard drive space? Like, is any of that important with those devices?
Well, that's good for the Surface Pro.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really have to. Well, with Sketchbook Pro, that's not a huge program like Photoshop.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get a base model Surface Pro tablet for about $700 to $800.
Really?
Okay. Yeah. So, but if you want to run Photoshop on it, then you
Mm-hmm.
may want to get the i7 model, which is a
Mm-hmm.
higher RAM, so that it can support Photoshop. So,
Okay, that's good to know.
yeah. So for a beginner, you can get the Surface, and they're now coming out with the Surface Pro 8. I see them advertising that now. But I got two of them. I got the Surface Pro 4 and the Surface Pro 7. So I always have a backup just in case something happens. And
Right.
but the Surface Pro 4 is a base model, and the Surface Pro 7, I got that one souped up some, so I can run Photoshop on it.
Okay. So more than likely, if they have Photoshop on their system, it probably can support the Surface Pro program, or not the Surface Pro program, the Sketchbook Pro program.
Yeah, I mean, the Sketchbook Pro program is a smaller program, so it can run flawlessly on any Surface Pro.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. This is
hmm
good. This is all good information. Let's see if we have any other questions here.
hmm
Oh, somebody says good to know because I'm a droidy. Yeah, I have some Apple products, but to be honest with you, I am inherently the way my mind works is more a Droid than Apple.
Same
So
here.
I tend to get frustrated with Apple products.
Yeah, me too. I mean, we use Apple at the Art Institute. It was all Apple. So
Uh-huh.
I've had a G4 and a G5 desktop at home. I have a MacBook Pro, but I'm still like a Windows Android guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Erica says if you'd like to join Cartoon University Facebook group, y'all click on that link and join anyway. Y'all are here.
Yes. Yes.
Y'all are interested in cartooning. Let's go ahead and let's show up.
Yeah. Y'all join up. We are. Here's the benefit of joining Cartoon University. Number one, me and my business associate Bryant, we drop cartoons every week. Every week, we drop new artwork. Um, And when we drop it, we put it at a discounted rate so that you guys can have first dibs on it so that you're not spending an arm and a leg to run your business because you need to
Mhm.
buy the cartoons at a discounted rate so that you can go and make that money back. You see what I'm
Right.
trying to say? And so every week we put art on at a discounted rate. We put it on sale for the weekend. When the weekend is over, we take them back to their regular price. If you miss it, then you miss it. But so take advantage of that. Also, we ask that when you download the file, don't sell it because when you do, it loses value. So,
Right.
for example, if you buy my Martin PNG and then you sell it, then people won't buy from you because they have the file now. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Exactly.
it's important that when you download the file, use it to benefit your business and watch your business grow. And that's what we train and that's what we tell people. And we got eyes in all these groups. So
Right.
we have people come back and tell us like, yo, this person was selling your file. So we kick them out the group and we'll just, you know, wash our
Right.
hands
Then
of
they
it.
lose that blessing that was helping them. And that's the thing. Like y'all have to like really give this man props because it's something else that he could be doing with his time. And he's literally taking this time to give us assets and things that can help to build our business. Just like we do with the templates. We say, hey, we're doing this, but we don't have to. We would love to continue this because this is a symbiotic relationship. You are supporting us, thereby we can continue supporting you, and this is a community. But we can't water down our community and cause detriment to our own communities by literally taking down the very people who are really standing to help us build.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of energy, a lot of effort. Y'all don't know what goes on in people's lives, what they have to put to the side and give up and sacrifice to make sure that that we can have a resource that literally makes our lives easier.
True.
So I just want to say thank you. Your
No
artwork is
problem.
phenomenal. It's touched
I
so many
appreciate it.
people. It's recognizable. Obviously, people know your work, and
Hmm.
that speaks a lot too. When people can see all kind of things floating out there on the internet and literally, pick your artwork out of a lineup, that means you're doing your thing, Stan.
Yes, I appreciate it. It's a lot of sacrifice, like you said too.
Mm-hmm.
I've missed family reunions when I was learning.
Yep.
I had to make a choice. Do I want to build an empire or do I want to socialize? You see
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So my
Hey,
father
so say
always
it again.
taught
For somebody in the back. Somebody in the back didn't hear you.
me. See, my father always taught me,
Mm-hmm.
you work hard and then you play. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And so I just got that. I work hard. I'm always drawing. So sacrifice. If you're gonna run your business, you're gonna have to make sacrifices. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? While you're out there socializing, someone else is taking your blessings, and that's how I look at it.
Absolutely.
So
Thank you, Sam. And we appreciate that. And definitely, let's see. Someone says, I can't see the name Facebook user from one artist to the next. Thanks. So when an artist gives you props, that's how
I
you
appreciate it.
know you're doing it right. Yep. Tashonda says, we are one family in Cartoon University. Come join us.
Yeah, come on over and join us. We're almost at 5,000 members, and I was going to do
Woo! That's a milestone right there.
yes, yes.
5,000?
I was going to do a 5K sale. We always doing sales.
Uh-huh.
Me and Bryant, over the Christmas holiday, we did only Christmas themed sketches and designs because we wanted to. Because my whole philosophy is, you want to put variety in your stores,
Right.
because when people come to my website, they don't want to leave because it's just so much. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And so we try to we try to give our students and the members of Cartoon University variety, so that when they come to your stores, they don't want to leave. And so it's important to keep a variety in your store to keep them coming back. So we do theme. We're doing Black History theme, Cinco de Mayo, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, summer stuff. So we do stuff that's currently trending to keep your stores full of inventory.
Absolutely. And I know you have some folks, and that's the whole thing, y'all. Be a part of the Cartoon University so that you can see when
Mm-hmm.
things are dropping, because like I said, he's looking out for y'all. He's looking out for the early adopters who, and I love that. It's the folks that believe in you, the folks that have been there from the get-go, who cannot wait for you to drop some more heat, like they're ready to buy it. And you're rewarding those early adopters. You're rewarding that family by saying, hey, when it first comes out, I'm going to do it at this rate to make sure that you all get access to this and you're able to implement this in your business right away. And I know that as soon as those folks get your artwork, they're putting it on something, even if
Oh
it's for themselves.
man, oh
And I think
man,
that's
they
how they really
tagging
sell
me.
it. If
Yeah,
they put it on for
I mean,
themselves,
yeah,
it's sold.
they do that. They're tagging me, and I love it. I love to see my wife and I. We love to see the expression and the excitement. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, look, I got this artwork. I'm finna put this in my store. So, there was no way that I could work at FedEx and do both. I had to focus on Cartoon University and the members, so that they can build an empire, so that we can all be 9 to 5 free and be entrepreneurs out here. You know what I'm saying? So I love it.
And I think that's one thing that you're saying with that is speaking volumes, because how many of us here, and I'll give it a little moment for things to catch up here, but how many of us here are literally working to stop, to working to quit? Like you're crafting to quit, you're working, you're creating to quit.
Hmm.
So let me know if y'all ready to quit these jobs, or you have already quit your job. Let us know that, because I can for sure shout you out, because that's a big blessing. We want to make sure we give you props on that. How many of us like are literally wanting to do what we love to do full time and quit what we're doing. Vegan Life says me. Camellia, me.
That's right.
Yes.
And
Trees
it's
Denise says,
possible.
me, I'm too ready. I feel you. Look,
It's
look,
possible.
y'all, strategizing on the exit plan. Let's work on that exit plan, y'all.
That's right. That's right. And believe me, there's no way I would go back to a 9 to 5 now. And I'm a year and a half in, and there's no way I'm going back to a 9 to 5.
Look, Coach Toya says, I've already quit.
That's
Yes.
it.
Okay, let's see how many we got. Patrick, me. Oh, somebody, we got
What's
hands
up, Patrick?
raised. I already let the job. Oh, you let the job go. It didn't let you go. You let it go. That's what I'm talking about. Davita, Tashonda, yes. Oh, look, y'all responding more to this than anything. Lord, look at this.
You got them, but they ready,
I think
huh? Just turning my 2 weeks. I quit already. All right, that's what's up.
I quit already. Whoa. Big boy,
Big
what's
boy
up,
Frank.
baby?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I already exited, just trying to keep it that way. And I understand it. And that's what I'm saying. We have to value the people that really pour into community, because there's a difference. There's a difference between commerce and community, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you do what you do just to get a check, I mean, that is what it is. But when you recognize people who are doing what they do so
Mm-hmm.
that you can quit something and you can build a legacy for your family, and
Mm-hmm.
they're allowing you to be a part of that legacy, I will tell you this: artwork like stands I have seen go for hundreds of dollars, and there's no way in the world they would allow you to use their artwork in any kind of commerce. Just to
Mm-hmm.
have the piece of their work in your home in any capacity is worth several hundreds of dollars, and even up from that. So the fact that he's saying, hey, y'all, break me off a little piece here, use it to build your business. All I'm asking you to do is not water down my work, and let's just keep this positive. Let's keep this machine going. And I feel like this is the least that we can do to show that we appreciate everything that you're sacrificing.
That's correct, and
It
that's
was so pro. Okay,
it's
what did you?
true.
What was that? It says I tried tracing people using Sketchbook Pro, and they came out okay. I've decided I'll leave that up to the pros. Your artwork is awesome, Stan. Yes.
I
So
appreciate
here's the
it.
thing too. You might find out that it's cartooning is not for you, and that's okay too, because the idea is that you understand what the trade involves. You understand the skill and the level of commitment that's involved, and then you understand what the value of it is when it's time to pay for it. You understand it's not an app that's making that over there. That is a human spirit that is pouring
Mhm.
into that piece of work.
The thing about those apps is they all look alike. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? That the end result is they all look alike. So when you have me and other artists come in and draw you, like I said, that's an original piece that no one has. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You can do that, and so we already know that me and Bryant, my partner over at Cartoon University, we know that buying paper is expensive, buying ink is expensive, maintaining your printers, all that stuff is expensive. And
Mm-hmm.
so we wanted to say, okay, well, listen, we'll give you these designs at a discounted rate because we know how expensive that portion of your business is. Then you have to try to market. You got to buy shirts to press. So that can be really expensive. So we wanted to build a platform to where you don't have that stress of saying, man, I already got to, buy these expensive cartoons and I'm not making a profit yet and buzzy. So we didn't want that burden on us. So that's why we give it to you at a discounted rate when we put it on sale. Now, when the sale is over, it is, my price. So, so that's how that works.
Uh-oh, Stan, something happened. I don't know if it's on my end, but it
Uh-oh.
went like you started talking in slow mo.
Oh my goodness. Am
Like,
I okay now?
hold on, Stan, hold on.
Okay.
Edit the mic settings. Okay, I'm gonna remove it and bring it back. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Okay, say something again, Stan.
Can you hear me? No.
Oh, it says they're saying that you're okay on their end,
Okay.
but literally it sounds like you're talking in slow motion on my end.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. I don't know
Okay.
what this is. Okay, let me do this. Yeah, everybody's saying you're okay on their end, so it might
Good.
just be me. It might be my headphones. Let me see if I
Oh,
can take my
okay.
headphones. All right, Stan, you mind saying something one more time, one more again?
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
I don't know. It might be my iPhone. Let's do this. And that. Okay, so like I don't know what it is. This is a new iPhone, and it's literally got everybody talking in slow motion. So it's just me, y'all. It's just me.
Okay.
But I can hear you fine on my computer now, so I switched the sound to the computer. So
Okay.
I apologize for that. It was just really odd, but awesome. Everybody says they can hear now.
Cool.
Awesome, awesome. So it happened while I was trying to show them the website. You know, it was too much heat, and I guess it just burned my little phone up. So I wanted to introduce you all to Stan's work if you're not familiar, or maybe even catch some folks up if you haven't had a chance to chime in and check in with Cartoon University lately. But Stan, I'm showing on the screen some of your work, and it's
Okay.
absolutely phenomenal. Is it possible? Can we sort it by like the newest stuff? Yep,
Um, there you
new
go.
to old. There it goes. Yo, do y'all see this? So what we got the Kings of
King's Comedy.
comedy. Yes. Fresh Prince. I know. Let me click on that one. I know. Y'all look at this work. Look at this work. The shading, the exaggeration of features that still make the person recognizable. And Stan, I've watched your YouTube video. Stan has a YouTube too. Stan, what's the YouTube? I'm gonna put it in
It's
the
Gemini,
comments.
Gemini Two Face underscore art.
Gemini 2 with the number 2 face
Hmm.
underscore
Art.
arts.
And that's the same for my TikTok and my Instagram.
Awesome. So that's for Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Y'all go ahead and join Stan's YouTube because
Yes.
I'm trying to convert Stan to a YouTuber. He's got
Well,
some fire videos up, but I'm trying to let him know to come check in with y'all weekly on YouTube. So y'all
yeah.
let us know if y'all want Stan to come on weekly on YouTube.
So it's gonna be a process, but I'm on the way. I'm on the way.
Just check in with us, even if you're doing some sketching, some coloring, whatever it is that he's working on. Just check in with us and kind of talk to us for a little bit so we can watch him do what he does.
And I also teach a cartooning class for beginners.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a beginner, I teach you everything is like even like with Disney and Looney Tunes, they all draw with shapes. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? So I teach you how to break down a character into shapes so that you can build them back up into any pose you want.
Mm.
And so um, you're learning how to see visually underneath all of the detail. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? And so, but yeah, I teach that, and everyone who's taken my cartooning class, they haven't come back. So that must be something I'm doing right.
Now, Stan, that brings me to a good point. What are some styles that you're comfortable with, that you like, that maybe your favorite styles? Because caricature is a style of art, right? Are there some
Mhm.
other styles that you love?
I like the Disney style.
Mm-hmm.
I like the simplicity of the Disney style. I like the wackiness of the Looney Tune style.
Uh-huh.
And then, of course, I like caricature. So, like a lot of Bugs Bunny, Scooby Doo, I like that style. But then I like the Disney style too as well. So if you look at my work, it's blended between comic book and I would say Disney. You
Mm.
know, so it's kind of detailed like painted like a comic book, but the lines are kind of simple and detailed like Disney.
Right. So is there like let's say someone was interested in a certain style of art, can you learn one discipline, one style of art in the discipline and then transfer what you learn from one to kind of get into, let's say for instance, if someone was interested in anime style art,
Mhm.
is that something that they could get into by learning from you?
Well, I would tell them to first go and buy like a book or two
Mm-hmm.
and learn and read the book and learn the tricks of the trade and what you're getting into, because anime, to make it look right, it's a certain style that they
Mm-hmm.
do. Everything, and then you have to have one thing that I will say: if you want to be a successful cartoonist or designer like that, you have to really be good at anatomy drawing.
Mm.
So you have to learn how to know how to draw the body in different poses and shapes, from different camera angles, if you
Right.
want to tell a story. So once you get that down, once you learn the rules, then you know how to break the rules. So if you look at all animation, Disney anime, their foundation is anatomy, but
Mm-hmm.
they break the rules and stylize it some. So
Mm. So in this case, what the character art and Disney style art are, is that what they would learn in the beginner classes, or what would be their what would be the point that they're coming in on, the plane that they're, the field that they're coming in on, learning to play?
that's cartooning 101. And
Mm-hmm.
so let's say if you take the class, right? I would say, okay, Shannon, who is your favorite cartoon character?
Mm-hmm.
You may say it's let's say the Flintstones.
Right.
Okay, so I would go and find some reference photos of Fred Flintstone,
Mm-hmm.
and then me and you will be on a Zoom call, and then we're going to virtually break Fred Flintstone down into simple shapes.
Mm. Got you.
Once you got all your shapes on
Mm-hmm.
different layers and built up, it'll look just like a silhouette of Fred Flintstone.
Mm-hmm.
By that time, thinking on the left side of the brain, your vision should start to kick in, and it'll pretty much show you where to put all the details at.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost it's easier for someone to understand how to reverse engineer something that they already are attracted to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Than to just say, "Hey, out of the blue, let's learn this style. Let's learn this style. Let's learn this style."
Mm-hmm.
I like that approach, and I think that's very much something that people can stick with, because they're able to take something that they naturally were attracted to
Mm-hmm.
and learn to build that from scratch. So
Correct.
this isn't like a, hey, let's trace what's there, and then after you trace it, let's figure out, how to manipulate some elements. This is literally drawing from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all, Stan, I don't, do you mind me asking how much the classes are for that type of one-on-one?
Oh, I have to get with my wife. I don't. I think the classes started. I think $35 or $45 for a one-on-one, and basically I keep it at a low rate because I want to make sure you know what you're getting into before we go further.
Right.
So I don't want to sit here and take your money, $150 class, $200
Right.
class,
Right.
and you don't even like it. You just wasted $200.
Right.
So let's keep it at a low rate first. If you like it and you want to go further, then the prices will start going up, because now I know, okay, I got you. You're
Right.
fully vested in. Let's
Right.
do this.
Right, because now you have a mentor, and I don't know if you all have ever paid for mentorship,
Mhm.
but there are programs that I've paid thousands of dollars for to learn my degrees. I have paid over $100,000
Right.
for
Mhm.
that. I don't even have them on the wall anywhere. They're just literally somewhere up in a box. So when you are paying for information and tutelage, it really helps to understand the value of that experience that you're receiving. So,
Right.
you
Right.
know, and I'm sure you want them to be serious and really put the time, the effort, the energy into it, because it's just like your football coach. If you only practice and you only exercise, right in front of your coach, you're not going to be the most amazing player that you can be. So you got to do your work on your end as well. So then that way, when you come to coach can give you fundamentals and keep you going and give you something new every time, refresh you every time. And then you take that home and you practice, practice, practice. So that's what I would expect out of a student that was really an apprentice, because that's essentially what they're doing. They're apprenticing you.
Mhm.
They're getting to pick your brain and see how your mind works through this process.
Mhm.
And for an artist to be able to do that is a huge deal. Y'all don't understand how many artists won't even share anything that they do, especially to show someone how to do exactly what it is that they do. So
Correct.
this is a huge deal, and I'm honored to even be able to ask you about these type of questions, because a lot of times as artists, we think other artists won't collaborate. We
Mhm.
think other artists, like, will look at a situation and say, well, I don't want them taking my customers or my this or my that.
Right.
And Stan, you are so giving. You are so full of life, love, and light
I
that it
appreciate it.
resonates through your work.
Mhm.
And I think it also shows through the community of people that you've helped.
Mhm.
And I greatly appreciate that you're doing for us all.
Not a
Yes, Erica
problem.
says smash the like button. Y'all smash that like button. Awesome. So Stan, I just took them through some of your work here. Is there anything that you have like a personal favorite, or maybe a project that you
you
just like?
know, my wife and I, we go back and forth, and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, what's the best piece? And she likes the Martin. So if you go to the search engine and type in Martin,
Let's do that.
she likes the Martin design, the Martin cast. Yeah, that one right there. That's her favorite.
Oh yes.
That's her favorite.
Yes. And this is definitely nostalgic.
hmm
This is so good. Now,
hmm
Stan, can you tell the difference in art, like art you did years ago and art you
Oh
done
yeah.
recently?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I got some
Yeah.
stuff. I'm like, please don't put that on social media.
Like I know you might have put that on a t-shirt 10 years ago, but you know what? They're still proud to wear it, aren't they?
Yeah, a lot of them still proud. I'm like, man, they bought that. I'm like, all right, okay, but yeah. And then my personal favorite, if you type in, I think Batman 1966, or just type in Batman.
Let's type in that. Let's see.
I think it'll come in. Let's see. Uh, Gotham Knights. That's it right there. We put it on a mug, but that's the whole cast of the
Oh
19.
yes, with Eartha Kitt.
Yeah, Eartha Kitt. Yeah.
Ah, this is so nice, Stan.
hmm
This is awesome work, man.
I
This is
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
yes, yes.
Yeah, I
I saw
appreciate
a
it.
kid said, "Where's Jerome?"
You can type in Jerome.
I was gonna say, do you have a? I was gonna say, I bet you got a Jerome
Oh
now.
yeah, I got a couple Jeromes in there.
Jerome in the house.
Mm.
Oh yeah, Jerome is definitely in the house. This is
Yeah,
awesome work.
yeah.
So Stan, with the class that you're doing in the academy, the collaboration. Oh, this is y'all look at this.
Yes.
Look at them. Yes. Stan, this is awesome. And like I said, for the price that you're allowing people to have a digital version of your art
hmm
is absolutely, y'all. I hope you understand the value of what it is that you hold. Because one of
hmm
these days, Stan, I already know this collection is going to be worth way more than what you
You,
have on this website right
you already know. Another favorite too. My wife just told me. Type in the hip hop mural. I'll tell you that story.
now. Hip hop mural.
Yeah. And the story behind there it is right there. Yeah, number three. That's a collection of all the '80s hip hop. Uh, Heavy D in there. Dougie Fresh, Big Daddy Kane, Kid and Play, Salt and Pepper,
Yeah, yeah.
KRS One, Run DMC. And so what happened was EPMD saw that image on Instagram, and they reached out to Chuck D from Public Enemy.
Uh-huh.
And Chuck D reached out to the curator of the Hip Hop Museum in New York.
Uh-huh.
And so they asked me if I could donate that piece, and it's in the Hip Hop Museum website. And
What?
all it's going to be, that piece is going to be a display piece in the Hip Hop Museum in New York.
What?
Yeah.
That is too
Yeah.
dope. Yeah. Oh, okay. So y'all literally have like a piece of history
Yeah.
with this piece of artwork and with Stan's work in general, because Stan is only going to get better from here. That
Yes.
that
Yeah.
that's true. We know that. And like the opportunity to learn from you, like, because at some point in time you may not even be able to teach you.
Listen, it's getting that way now because actually, before Biz Marquis died, he got in contact with me on Instagram,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Yo, I want that shirt. Can you send that to me on a shirt?" and so I sent it to him on a shirt, and a few months later he passed away.
Yeah, and all it takes, Stan, literally is
Mm-hmm.
one project to make like a whole nother level to this. So that's why I'm glad we have you, and of
Mm-hmm.
course we want to see you successful.
I
We
appreciate it.
definitely want to see everything you get, everything that it is that you work so hard for, you deserve. So this is what I want to tell y'all too. While you have the opportunity to learn from a great, like if you literally had the opportunity to learn from Michael Jordan in his prime, you understand, Michael Jordan that actually is willing to do something at a very, and I won't even say reasonable, it's below reasonable price to get you in the door and to really like take you under his wings. That's a phenomenal deal. This is
Mm,
that's something that you will come across once in a lifetime. An artist like Stan, you will come across once in a lifetime, but an artist like Stan who is willing to teach is probably even more rare than that. So y'all, please, please, please support Stan, support his
yeah.
work. If you are truly here to learn, which so many of y'all came to the academy asking me to cartoon, and it's some that I can do. I'm more of a I take things and break them down more like a vector style, simplistic
Mhm.
design. But or I do things like really realistic, like almost more like painting style, like a hyper realistic painting style.
Mhm.
But I don't even do artwork anymore like that because I got into the digital side of things. And Stan, you've been able to make something work that I didn't think back then. I got out of it because I didn't think it was like people would pay for it, right? I was
Mhm.
like, I used to hand paint
Mhm.
clothing. I used to sew stuff, like I would make outfits out of jerseys. I would hand paint murals for people. And I got to the point where I was like, you know what? My dad would watch me. There was one customer that I had. I would make an outfit for her every
Mhm.
single weekend. And it was some
Wow.
extra, like, no, it was some extravagant stuff. Like, if Jeezy was coming to town, I made a whole Jeezy, the snowman with a snowman painted on it and glitter and rhinestones
Wow.
and ruffles and camo and yeah, all of that stuff. So it was absolutely something I love to do, but it just wasn't that scalable, right? Like it's not
Mhm.
something that I could do on a regular basis. She loved it. It was one of those situations where she's not gonna tell anybody where she got her outfit from because she want me to be her exclusive designer.
Right.
So
I
it
get
just
that a lot.
yeah, exactly. Like, oh, I ain't gonna share. But we're in a position now with the digital age of things where
Mhm.
this is literally a scalable project for you. This is literally something that you can put out there. I know you put the time and energy into it, but you can put out there once and really see the love for your work grow.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
especially with how things are going on the digital market, I know that PNGs are a big thing. So y'all don't go out there selling Stan's PNGs. You hear me? Like this is literally something that he eats off of the work that he is literally giving to you all. I will say giving to you all because I know what the value of that artwork is. Okay, so using it for end use is good. Like you can use it on a shirt, right? You
Mhm.
can use it to print items.
Right.
You sell prints too, right, Stan?
Mm-hmm. Sell prints. I can also do shirts, mugs. I can do the crafting stuff too.
Right.
So I still sell shirts. I have a white toner printer, so I'm able to print on any kind of garment, any colored shirt. So a lot of people still do the sublimation,
Mm-hmm.
and so with my white toner printer, we sell transfers. So if you want to get the transfers to put them on any color garment, because everybody don't want a white shirt, you know what I'm saying? And so so yeah, so we could do that too.
Awesome. Yep. Erica says, say that again. Yeah. We know. Say, well, anybody know our motto in the academy and Innate Lab? What we got? Snitches get what? And it's just because we have garnered like real deal true like love in our community, and that's why we look out for one another. But
Mhm.
that's also why we're able to kind of move in these art in sublimation and Photoshop streets and
Mhm.
really have a oh, Toya says templates, you got it. Coach Toya.
Right, right.
Look, Corey talking about stitches, she's still sticking with stitches. Corey knows his templates. Corey, we're not gonna give them stitches. And that says beautiful work. Absolutely,
Thank you.
absolutely gorgeous work.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so Stan, we're gonna bring it right back around
Okay.
to the course, but absolutely, this work is phenomenal. I think you have definitely you've proven everything that we need to see in a mentor for art. So absolutely, I'm down. I'm excited. This
Mhm.
is a style of art that I have never really attempted, much less like been successful at. So this is going to be a challenge for me too, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be fun. I mean, um, for all of those who are intimidated, don't be. You know what I'm saying? Even when I'm training my students, I tell them to go find two or three artists that you admire, but go
Right.
back and look at their first work when they got started. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Don't look at their work now because they've been doing it 15, 20, 30 years.
Right.
So they've perfected it. But go back and look at their first work so that you will have a comparison because there's no way if you're trying to start cartooning and let's say you go and follow me and you're looking at what I'm doing now, you're going to get frustrated. But if you go back and look at the stuff I did 10, 15 years ago, I was in the same spot you was in. I just kept at it.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Now, Stan, with this, David says, "Ho, you are one of the best I've ever seen."
I
Absolutely.
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yes.
I appreciate it, David.
Awesome. So with this particular class and project,
Mhm.
they're going to receive a PNG line art, right?
Correct.
And just give us, without telling us everything that's in the program, tell us what the basic step is that they're going to do. Are they learning to create layers? Are they learning shading, highlight, shadows? Like what is the idea behind this concept of learning to color?
Well, I did the video in a way to show you what you're getting into
Mm-hmm.
first. Okay, so you're learning what you're getting into. I show you how to make your layers,
Mm-hmm.
how to properly name and categorize your layers. I show you how to make groups and how to put your layers in groups to categorize it because dealing with Photoshop, those layers can really add up.
Oh yeah.
You can get lost like, man, I
Mm-hmm.
had that on that layer, but now I got 40 layers I forgot. So it's very important dealing with Photoshop is to name your layers, group them so that everything is grouped. So when you look at the video, I'm teaching you how to make a base layer of paint, and you're going to put that base layer on Martin, and then
Mm-hmm.
we're going to make new layers, and we're going to call those shadows. Where you would, well, first of all, let me go back. We're going to establish a light source. Okay,
Right.
and that's what separate the pros from the amateurs. You
Mm-hmm.
have to have a light source so that you know where the light is bouncing off the skin at.
Right.
Okay? This is going to make your cartoon believable.
Mm-hmm.
So we establish a light source. From that, we draw and we add in shadows that will hit the face based off of where the light source is, and then we add highlights, a little special effects here and there. But I kept it really simple, just to show you what you're getting into. So if it's something that you're interested in, then we can go deeper into the concept of drawing cartoons from scratch and then how to paint them.
Right.
So, but you'll see the final result in the end.
Awesome. So if they are we doing something special for the folks that take the class? Is it possible that they'll get the finished painted art from you, perhaps,
For
for this one?
free. For free.
What?
Free.
So y'all check this out. And I told
Because
her,
yeah, because I didn't mean to cut you off, but
no, no, go ahead.
I'm going to actually put the finished artwork on sale in the Cartoon University because they've been asking for a Martin, but I wanted to give it to you guys first as a training to show you what you can get into. But it's actually going on sale in my group on Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. And so if you take the class, you'll get the final colored, done by me, free
What?
PNG, ready to put on a shirt, mug, a hat, or whoever.
What? And before it actually drops, so we get we get VIP early access.
VIP, baby, VIP.
Look, we got some eyeballs here, Corey. Looking what? Erica says what?
Mm-hmm.
Facebook user says, "Man, Stan, you gave me my motivation back.
That's what's
Thanks."
up. That's what's
Yes,
up. And you know
that's
what? It
what we
motivates
doing,
me. It
baby.
motivates my wife and I when we hear stuff like that. That's what it's
Hmm.
all about. That's what gives me, because a lot of people don't know. I'm suffering from kidney disease, so I need a kidney. So I have to go to dialysis, and
Mm.
so it hit me last year. So a
Mm.
lot of times I'm really up or I'm really down. But when I hear stories like that, that gives me like a boost of energy to, you know what I'm saying, to keep going.
Right.
Hmm.
and
So
and and Stan, thank you, even knowing that, and even sharing that, that means so much, because y'all got to understand, when people are true artists to the core, they give of themselves. You
mhm.
understand, even when they don't have. So this is a part of Stan that he's given up, literally, selflessly, to make sure that we have content, that we have things that can grow our businesses. And regardless, days where he's even like down, he's still working, he's still pushing, and it's all because of something that he gets light from, when you all can emit your light.
Hmm.
And this is an excellent opportunity to show your appreciation too, for a person he keeps going to bat for us, and he keeps knocking it out the park every
I
time.
appreciate it. I
I have
appreciate
not I have not seen a fail yet, and I don't expect ever to see one. Like, literally,
it.
everything you do is a home run.
I appreciate it.
I believe just downloading in general, using it on one or two products, you're going to not only make your money back, but you're going to be one of the few in the game that are really putting out that top-notch art.
Correct. And that's the whole plan, is to, the whole plan is for everybody to, let's be real, to make money. Okay.
Right.
So, and you want to be able to fill your stores up with inventory, so that people will come to your stores and and basically shop. I mean, Christmas time, I get so many requests to do certain like personal projects. So I actually had to stop doing commission work, personal projects, so that I can feed the group as a whole, because commissions were slowing me up. So let's say you may say, "Hey, can you draw me and my son or my daughter and my husband?" Yeah, that'll kind of, that'll slow me up. You see what I'm saying? There's a, it's a bigger world out here, so I can give back to more when I do it like that. So I don't do personal commissions anymore.
I forgot I was taking my thing off because it was hiding. I wanted people to see your face while
Oh,
all these comments were going by here.
okay.
But absolutely, sometimes in business, we do things like pivot, right?
Hmm.
There are things that we want to do, there are things that we've always done the way that we've done. And this is an excellent conversation to have about business, because the idea here is that to get something that you never had, sometimes all the times you have to do something that you've never done.
Hmm.
And what we may have to do in our business model is to scale back one thing so that we can be there and touch the masses and do something on a greater scale. So sometimes when we get into craft, and we do it because we just love to make things,
Hmm.
but we have to break away from the very things that kind of take up the certain time that don't allow us to scale that business, to grow
Correct.
that business. And that's how you know you being a business person. It kind of scares you a little bit, because you're like, man, I thought I was an artist. But
Hmm.
no, 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 no. You a businessman.
Listen, from the emails, the DMs,
Uh-huh.
the personal people trying to pick your brain, I literally have to turn, like I showed it to my wife the other day and I felt bad about it. But I literally have like uh 30, 40 some messages on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I feel bad because it's like I don't have time to get back to you guys. You know what I'm saying, Trey? And so it's just, so I go back, I'm like, man, I missed your message. I'm sorry, but I'm really booked right now. But I am working on also a couple of years ago. I got in contact with a chef up in Chattanooga, and we did a children's book called "Daddy, What You Cooking." And you can go on Amazon. I'm the illustrator on that book, and we're about to work on books 2 and 3 now. And so it was a big hit up in Chattanooga, and it's basically a father teaching his kids how to cook healthy. And so we did that, and you can find that book on Amazon. And so big things are popping.
What's the name of the book again?
It's called Daddy What You Cooking,
Daddy, what you cooking?
and it's on Amazon.
All right. If you can find that link for us,
As a matter of
post
fact,
that link.
let me show you. Ooh, I'm dropping and tearing stuff up.
That's all right. That's what I do on a daily.
But this is the book right here, so that you guys can get a visual.
So, Stan, you created those characters.
Yeah, I created the characters for him for a fee, and it's basically, he's showing you how to cook in the book.
Man, Stan.
So yeah, so we're
That's a
working on.
big deal. Stan, you're published. You are a published artist in a book.
Now you remember what we talked about earlier about old artwork? I'm like, that's old. You know what I'm saying? I can do it much better now. So he was like, he contacted me today and said, "Hey man, I'm done with books 2 and 3, and we're going to try to release them in the summertime and Christmas time."
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm telling you, this is y'all's opportunity. Stan already telling you he ain't got much more time that he gonna be able to give y'all these gems, these
Mm-hmm.
real deal.
Yeah.
Like one-on-one, and that's the thing. And I'm actually encouraging Stan to do this. So y'all let me know if y'all think this is something Stan should do. To have some pre-recorded sessions too, some classes that you all could chime in and really get that gold mine that he has of knowledge in a bit by bit amount that you all could even subscribe to and learn maybe over the course of a year, because I believe that content is going to take you about a year to really go through and
Yeah.
have resources, have feedback, and also just have somebody that's able to show you different styles of cartooning that you can really, like, your mind will be expanded so much just by taking this time out, taking you a year,
Mm-hmm.
and really doing something on a weekly to monthly basis. Let me know if that's something y'all would like to see from Stan.
Oh
Let me know
man.
if y'all
Oh,
want to see
yeah.
Stan have a real deal ready for you to subscribe to university, where y'all put in the work. Stan will give you the content, and y'all subscribe just like you do for the academy.
Yeah, I mean, I would do that definitely. I would love to do that because I want to educate you on the tools that you need to get before we even get
Mm-hmm.
started.
Right.
But my whole thing is look at the end goal first, and the end goal is you want to be able to create your own content so
Yes.
that you don't have to come to me or go to a middleman or Fiverr or Etsy or whoever. You want to create your own content from scratch. It's original. You can price it how you want to price it, and
Uh-huh.
you can mass sell it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's not for everybody. I will be the first to tell you that it's not for everybody. And yes, Shannon is right. It's going to probably take about a good year
Mm-hmm.
before you really get comfortable. But in the meantime, it's an investment in your craft and in your business, so
Right.
that even when times get slow, because even with me, even when times get slow, I still turn away. I'm going to be honest with you. I still turn away close to maybe $2,000 to $3,000, um, maybe every 2 weeks of personal commission that I can be doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I have friends who can draw, so I turn it over to them. You scratch my back, and I'm gonna scratch your back.
So what you say, Stan? You can train a man and throw him some bones.
Throw 'em some bone. Throw 'em some bone. I can't do it, but I know somebody who can. Let me reach out to him. If you need
Uh-huh.
animation if you need like an animated logo, I know an animator. He's over in Cartoon University. If you need custom cartoons,
Mm-hmm.
caricatures, I know guys who can pick up the slack for me when I'm not available. So
Amen. And you know what, Stan? I thought something was wrong with folks like us, but we do what we do, and we're like, you know what? I'm tired of taking y'all's money. Let me just show you how to get it yourself. You can take. We can all eat. I can literally give you my clients. I had people that were paying me $200 for 10 minutes worth of work.
Mm-hmm.
and to flip a 10-minute template. And I'm like, look, I love y'all to death. I love y'all so much. Please stop giving me $200 to do your
Mm-hmm.
artwork in 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Please. I would rather, I think what I did with a couple of folks that was willing to do that, I would give them an hour session with a coach, like one of
Mm-hmm.
the coaches that could show them how to take the templates and work them for themselves, because they're already templates. Like I
Mm-hmm.
literally created templates, and Stan, I thought I was crazy too, because in the art world, you never give people your source images, right?
Right.
You
Right.
never like, oh, if somebody asks for your Photoshop file, you might as well go out in the alley and fight. Like
Yeah. Not gonna happen.
so in our world, me showing people like, hey, not only is this how I design, but I actually offered, the real deal. Hey, here's my Photoshop file. And not only am I giving you my Photoshop file, but I'm going to make it super simple. So all you have to do is click on a few things, and I'm going to show you the tricks of the trade and how you can edit what looks like a 20-year, Photoshop veterans design in 10
Mm-hmm.
minutes. And now we even have 5-minute templates.
Mm-hmm.
So being that type of person that you are, literally showing people how to cartoon and do work just like you do it, and willing to help them break it down, like this is a unheard of. I'm telling y'all, I have not seen an artist yet willing to do this.
Artists are really um, what's the word? We are very suspicious of people.
Exactly.
We don't trust a lot of people.
As you should
Uh,
be, as you should be. You have to be protective of your talent.
yeah, because and then we feel like that you're gonna take our work and steal it and make money off of it. Well, that's gonna happen either way because I mean people are gonna do that. That's just gonna happen. That's like a part of a game. You know what I'm saying? But I've had customers, for example, you remember? Well, I know you know because you're in Florida, but the '69 boys, and they contacted me and it was like, "Yo, we need. I've been following you for a while, and I need a cover for our new album with Uncle Luke." And I'm like, "Well, listen, man. I mean, I can't. I got some people in front of you who already paid." And he was like, "Listen, how much is it going to cost me to put me in the front?" Oh, really? Oh, really? So that's how we gonna do this? So I gave him this astronomical price, and he was like, "Run it." And I'm like, "Oh my goodness, I shouldn't have did that because now I got to stay up later." Yeah, but you're gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? People, like I said, I tell people in my group, it's 333 million people in this country. All you got to do is just reach a fraction of that, and you're still a millionaire. Easy. Easy.
Absolutely. And I think when you act out of, especially going through some of the things that we've been through in life, when you act out of abundance, like you just know that it's there for you. You're not acting out of scarcity. You're not fearful that something that you have, somebody's going to literally take from you, because
Mm-hmm.
you know what God has for you is for you, and you live by those terms.
Mm-hmm.
I think you attract the things that you just know you're supposed to have. And
Mm-hmm.
although it won't come easy, because most of what we know how to do comes from like having a scrap, having to learn to have a side gig to do this, and
Mm-hmm.
not having we didn't have to be creatives, but the creatives gave us an outlet. Every job that you have has a ceiling, right? It has
Right.
a capacity to which you can earn. But when
Right.
you start realizing, oh, on the side, I can earn from what I physically do with my hands, or what I pull from my own mind,
Right.
I can make what I made in this job in a month, in a week. But let me challenge myself to see if I could do this more consistently. And when you do it with consistency, and you see that people value that way more than somebody's going to be able to value and pay you a check, then
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's time to clock out.
Yes.
It's time to clock out, and it's
All
time for
right.
you to believe in yourself and build your legacy, because you can't pass that job on to your children, your nieces and nephews, your grandchildren. Your family does not stake any claim when it comes to that job.
Mm-hmm.
But this that you're creating is a legacy. No matter like what you put on this earth, somebody's going to be able to carry it through and remember you for the not just the work, but the works that
True.
that you have done in the community, as well as for other people's businesses to grow them. So you're helping other people create a legacy.
True. Everything. When you take my class, you're gonna hear me say everything evolves around art. I just
Hmm.
chose the cartoon route, but your
Hmm.
cell phone, your car, your sofa, your furniture, your TV has to be drawn first. So, artwork, people sleep on their kids. And a lot of kids love to draw. And I teach
Right.
kids too. And they said, well, he's just going through a phase. But I'm like, everything has to be drawn first, your computer, everything. And so
Right.
I just chose to do the cartoon route because it's more entertaining to me. And even with my dad was like, I don't think you should do that. My mom was always supportive. My dad was like kind of iffy. Oh, but
Right.
he on board now though. Trust
Right. And you know what's so funny? I was telling the story tonight, and my dad, you know what, dad sometimes like to look at and I think family in general like to look at the practicality of art.
me.
And
Hmm.
my dad was an artist. He was like naturally just an artist. So he taught himself art at a very early age and kind of made artistic opportunities where there were none. Like at the local university, he made an art scholarship saying, hey, if you let me go to the school, I'll paint whatever mural you need. I'll draw
Mm,
whatever you need. When he went into the army, he actually made a position for himself as a graphic artist. I've never heard of a graphic artist in the army,
mm,
but he actually did graphic arts in the army as well as boxing and all kind of other stuff, right? So
hmm.
it's like you can, when you're an artist, you create ways, you create paths, and nobody really sees it, and everybody's concerned about you because they're like, well, how are you going to make it drawing? How are you going to make it painting? And it's like you don't even view the world the same way that
Hmm.
everybody that's concerned about you views the world.
True.
and
So
and
true.
when you have that insight for yourself,
Hmm.
it's almost like people worry because that's what they worry about. They worry about, I remember my granny asked me when I was going to get a job. She been asking
Hmm.
me that ever since my first master's degree, when I got my second master's degree, and then finally when I got my PhD, she was like, all right, Shannon, you gonna get a job, right? She said, now you know when your granny say job, it's like, oh, okay,
Hmm.
a serious job. I was like,
Yes.
Granny, I don't want a job. That's a just over broke. That
Hmm.
basically the way that we live our lives is to sustain just enough to live up to our salary, because I'm going
Hmm.
to get a car and I'm going to get a house, and those things are going to trap me to feel like I have to and I can never let go of that, or
Hmm.
if I do, I'm somehow a failure. I can
Hmm.
live right now off of whatever, whenever, and I know I can always build myself back up even if it gets torn, everything around me gets torn completely down, because I can do it with my own hands and my own mind. And
Correct.
that's powerful. That's
Correct.
powerful.
Correct. I
And I
mean, just the mere
think people
thought
find
of
it.
you at a job and they tell you when to clock in, when to clock out, when to take your lunch. You can't take holiday breaks because
Right.
we need you here, but they're at home with their families. To
Exactly.
me, no, and I'm very claustrophobic, so that'll just no, that's just not me. So.
That, and then family, health. It's like we have to beg for time to spend time with our family. We have to beg for time off to take for our health. We feel bad if we sick and can't come in to do something for
Hmm.
somebody else. And it's like that doesn't exist on their end. The real entrepreneurs of the world, they come in less than they take off. Like they're
Hmm.
off more times than they're in, and they're still able to maintain wealth. So how is that? Why is that
Hmm.
not the secret? Why is that the secret that's sold and not told? They won't tell us this, but they'll sell it in these, hundreds of thousands of dollars of programs, or put it in resources that most of us cannot attain. So that's
Hmm.
why your business model, like I said,
Hmm.
you have the ability to charge much more for your work. Your business model is, hey, let me give you these resources, let me give you these gems to help you build your business.
Hmm.
So y'all, and yes, no more locked doors, David says.
That's
Exactly.
right. That's right. That's right.
Exactly.
That's
And
right.
Ken says we preaching tonight. Thank you, Ken, for the donation. Thank you so much. Oh man, y'all, and this is near and dear to us because this is what we do, and it's why we do it. Okay,
Mhm.
so I think that's the really important thing. I think everybody that raised their hand today, everybody that said yes, that this is what I want to do to exit my 9 to 5, or exit the program that I have to subscribe to in order to provide for my family right now. My goal is not to continue on that hamster
Right.
wheel. And
Right.
I can truly say, with COVID, it completely opened my eyes
Hmm.
with regards to opportunities that are there one moment and gone the next. I can say that it made my hustle so much stronger than it's ever been
Hmm.
before, because of the uncertainty, and
Hmm.
because of I wasn't going to let anybody tell me the value of my time anymore.
Right.
Like, I'm not
Right.
going to let you tell me my time is worth X amount of dollars. I will work 3,000 hours just to see if for 1 hour I can
Hmm.
I can make my way.
That's right.
And I would rather do that for myself than to let someone else compute that for me.
That's right.
And I will tell y'all, it's not easy.
Mm-mm.
It is not guaranteed. It is none of those things. But when you achieve it for yourself, it's empowering, and it
Mm-hmm.
makes you want to share it with other people. It
Mm-hmm.
does. It
It
makes you want to like open other people's eyes to, you know what? Like I said, no more locked doors. This is the unlocking a whole nother level.
right.
A whole nother
Absolutely.
level.
Absolutely. 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 So yes, yeah, you preaching tonight.
So Stan, and I appreciate this because a part of what we're doing at the academy too is not just like, hey, this is art, take this as it is, and
Mhm.
do what you need to do. It's like, hey, we're here as a community. We're here to make sure that we can all be successful in our
Mhm.
own rights and with our own resources, whatever the resources are that you have.
Mhm.
Yep. So David says that in fact, or make someone else rich. Absolutely.
That's right.
That's what happens when you're working for a salary. They're paying you just enough to keep you at a level that keeps them rich,
Yes.
and milks the most resources that they can out of an individual.
Done by
Absolutely.
design. Done by design.
Absolutely.
Done by
Absolutely.
design. So yes.
Absolutely. This is how we can take our communities
Mhm.
to the next level and be self-sustaining. And I don't think we acknowledge that enough. But we have seen more entrepreneurs come out of the woodworks, more six figures, seven-figure folks come
Mhm.
out of the woodworks in the past couple of years than I have seen personally in ever.
Mhm. Yes.
So now
Yes.
now is the time to
Yes.
capitalize on what it is that you're investing in, you're learning, and what skills you have. And this is
Mhm.
just one of those skills. Like Stan says, this isn't for everybody, of course. But
Mhm.
if this is something that you're wanting to see where you stand, and if you like it, this is an introductory class. I would love for you all to get your hands on this, especially my Photoshop folks. I think y'all are gonna have a lot of fun with this program, and I'm hoping. Oh, and Ken, somebody was wanted to enroll in your year tuition tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we're gonna be waiting on that program. So we're gonna
Okay.
keep bugging Stan about this program. He gonna make it happen.
We're
I know.
gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Trust me, we're gonna do it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's see. I think y'all held on long enough. I know y'all ready for bed and whatnot. We're
Mhm.
having an excellent time. Okay, now I told y'all. I don't know if y'all saw this, but I told y'all that the price was going up when the class is gonna get released. So the price is now $100 for that class. But for the folks that are here live,
Live
y'all
in
coupon.
living color.
Okay. Now I'm not even gonna say it out loud. I'm just gonna put it in the chat. I know how folks get. If you were here for it, then you deserve it. Okay. So that CU stands for Cartoon University. I want to make
Mhm.
sure y'all join Cartoon University Facebook group. And this is a special code that takes 20% off of the class.
Mhm.
Okay. It takes 20% off of the class. So you're able to do it for 80. All right. That is going away at midnight tonight.
Ooh,
Okay.
hurry up.
Eastern Standard Time. So y'all got an hour and a half. Vegan Life says I'm ready. Oh, Keisha, you got it. Okay, you got it. But you got it
That's,
as a pre-order. Good deal. Good
that's
deal.
what's up. That's what's up.
Thank you for your support.
Yes, we appreciate it.
Yes. Okay. So, Stan's gonna let you know what tools you need. Y'all be on the lookout too. Check your sometimes check your Facebook marketplace. I got a couple of monitor
Mhm.
tablets where I forget the name brand of it, but it's not quite the Cintiq, but it's
Mhm.
an alternate brand. And I got one of those. I'm ready to do the class. I'm
Mhm.
actually going to enroll in the class for my niece and nephew.
Okay.
I think this is gonna listen, Stan. How good are these kids with these apps now?
Oh man.
How natural is it for them to do
And
these
these
apps?
these kids like Picasso now. You know what I'm saying? What they do, and I'm like, how do you learn that? You know what I'm saying? It took me. I'm in Photoshop and I can't even do that. You know. So these kids are like picking it up like crazy now.
Absolutely. So I would even encourage you to, if you have a child, like you said, we're not encouraging enough. Sometimes when kids want to do art, we're looking at it like a phase or a thing.
Mhm.
But I would encourage you in this respect. You already have Photoshop. If you have a device that the kids can color, I don't know if y'all know this, but if you have an iPad, you have a free license. You can put the version of Photoshop, which I think would work for this because it's not like you need to do like special effects and all those other actions and that sort of thing. So it probably will work. I will check to see if that's true. I'm going to have the kids try it on the iPad, in the Photoshop version on the iPad, but also, you know, Stan teaches Procreate and the what sketch is it Sketchbook? Don't let me
Yeah,
lie.
Sketchbook Pro.
Sketchbook Pro.
Yeah,
Okay.
Photoshop. Yeah.
So Stan is also going to have those classes available too. So what is you want? What I think my nephew heard me talking. Yes, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all take the cartoon class. Are you excited? Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's ready.
Yes. So Stan does cartooning. He has a class, and I'm gonna let y'all put that on the iPads and let you show me what you can work with. You ready? All
Oh
right.
wow, that's what I'm talking about. You're a trooper.
All right. He said first he got to use the bathroom. Yeah, the
Okay,
first
bless
step,
his heart.
use the bathroom. All right, y'all. Well, let's see if y'all have any questions. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say I figured y'all would have some questions. Okay, so when is the class? The class is a virtual class. Okay, so it's going to be pre-recorded. All right, it's going to be pre-recorded, and you watch it at your own pace, and it's kind of like a color along, except you're going to be learning a lot of the principles and everything that you're going to need in order to get into cartooning on a full scale. Okay,
Right.
this is a taste of that, so that you understand the concept and know if this is something that you really want to do full time. And then Stan has one-on-one classes, as well as he's going to be working on some content on the Cartoon University.
Hmm.
All right,
Right.
let's see. It says, do you have to know Photoshop to take Stan's course? This particular one, Stan, would you say that they need to know Photoshop, or would they be able to open this PNG in Photoshop and follow your steps in order to
Um,
final product?
I may have to go back, and I'm thinking I may go back and edit the video because the video is actually done. But I may go back and edit and add in some inserts just to make sure. But I want you no, you don't have to know any Photoshop. I'm going to
Look at that.
explain.
See, I wasn't even expecting that, Stan.
Yeah,
That's excellent. So
yeah.
this is what I would say, Stan. Let's put it up for the folks. And
Hmm.
if they have questions, let's let there's a forum that we could put it on the Cartoon University for
Yeah.
this particular class. Ask your questions here. And then that way, if you need to make a new mini video on basically how this is answering this question, then we can make those mini videos and insert them into the big video
Let's do
later.
that. That's
Yeah,
perfect. That's
yeah,
perfect. Yeah, that's
I think
perfect.
that works.
That's perfect.
Oh, where's the discount code? Y'all scroll up a little bit. Let me see. Maybe I'll paste it again. Let me see if I paste it again. Okay, now the class itself, let me give you the link to the class in case you don't have it. Or Erica, if you're here, love, can you put the link to the class? Oh, she already did. Oh,
Hmm.
Erica be on it. Oh my goodness. If you don't have an Erica in your life, Stan, well, you have your wife, so your wife is absolutely amazing at keeping
Yes.
up with the business end of stuff. But
Yes.
Erica is my left and right hand, sometimes my
Wow.
right brain. So I
Wow.
can be creative with the left, and she's my right brain.
Hmm. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, she's amazing as an admin, as a friend and supporter. Whenever I'm down and doubting myself, she's like, "Girl, no, you a genius."
That's
No,
it.
I
That's it. Make it happen. Make it happen.
am.
Make it happen.
You will have, that's a great question. Nicole says, how long we have access to the class? It'll be lifetime access to that particular class. And then Stan's developing materials on his side that when you join, this is kind of like a taste test of, hey,
Right.
I know that you all have some interest in cartooning. Y'all told me I have interest in cartooning. So I went out and found the
That's
best
it.
cartoonist that I have ever come across.
Let's make
And
it
he
happen.
has honored us by doing a class on our site. Okay.
Yeah. So let's say, like, for future classes, let's say, let's say if you want to learn how to draw and paint Bugs Bunny, if you want to learn how to draw and paint someone from Disney, stuff like that. This class here is like a pilot to show you what you would need to do. And I'm
Gotcha.
also going over layers, paint brushes, and stuff like that. Now, I'm going to be real with you. To me, because I've done it for so long, it's kind of boring to me. So I was kind of moving a little fast in some spots, um, but it's still easy to follow along. Okay, so that's why it was perfect that she said we can go back and do follow up videos, because how I want to do it, the first video would be okay, how to draw Martin Luther King from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now that we got that video done, now how do we add color to Martin Luther King?
Mm-hmm.
The third video, now how do you add your special effects with your shadows,
Right.
your highlights, and you may want some glow, like some glow effects in there. In the fourth video, you bring it all together, add a background in the back, and you just
Mm-hmm.
made a full PNG.
Right. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I can't wait to see a academy for that, or the university for that, where literally there are projects that take you through that step on several different projects, so you just get the repetition of it with the resources that you need, the references that you need, like just drawing from references in general. Oh
Mhm.
goodness, that is a whole like several week course by itself.
Yes.
And to understand, Stan, that you went into a system that was designed to teach people how to be artists, and went into that system showing them your way and improving their ways. That's what I'm saying. This is what you have access to.
Yeah.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Ashley, Cartoon University in the house. Yes.
What's up, Ashley? That's my homie right there, Ashley.
Yes. So I'm definitely excited for this. It says, Erica, if you could do me a favor and put the link and the coupon code on the Facebook side, because they're not seeing it on the Facebook side, only on the YouTube side. All right. And y'all, please take advantage of this before midnight tonight, because I'm sticking to my deadlines now. I'm not the same old night Shannon that'll leave a sale going for 3-4 days, and then y'all
Mm.
contact me on the fifth day and, well, I tried to at 12:01, my internet went down. Listen.
So that happens in your group too?
Oh yeah, you know what? We all procrastinators as creatives. I would say not all, probably about 99% of us are procrastinators. So I understand. I was the one that was turning in my 20-page paper. It was supposed to be a 5-page paper at
Right.
11:59 at night. And then when the computer or the internet didn't want to upload my paper fast enough, I had an excuse.
Oh wow. 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 Wow.
First of all, I had a 20-page paper. It was supposed to be 5. That's already
Ooh.
doing too much. But yeah, but that's the
Wow.
thing. We're all extra, and being extra is paying off for us now,
That's
right?
true. It
It's
is.
paying off.
It really
They
is.
love the extra. They want
It
the extra
really
to
is.
teach them in the corporate world, right?
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yep. So Stan, you saying you could teach me how to draw like you, David?
Mm.
Yes,
Listen.
yes.
Listen. It's really, I can't teach you how to draw, but I can teach you the techniques that I use that'll make drawing easier.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that's at the Art Institute, there were a lot of kids who came in there thinking that the school was going to teach them how to draw,
Right.
and that's not the case. We're just showing you techniques to make your drawing easier and faster, so you can make more money at it.
There you go. There you
Hmm.
go. And it has to be something like, some people, just like in sports, will be naturally inclined to do something and you will learn at a faster rate. It'll be easier for you. And then there are some people that it takes a lot out of them to do it, but the persistence and the consistency is key. How bad do you want it? If
Right.
this is something that you really want, you will absolutely find a way to make it happen.
You'll make it happen. I mean,
Right.
listen, when it comes to caricatures, that's a whole different beast, because not only do you have to have portrait training skills or
Mm-hmm.
drawing skills, you got to learn how to be able to manipulate the features of the face, which is the eyes, nose, ears, and mouth.
Right.
You have to know what to exaggerate, what not to exaggerate, and how to bring them together and make it look believable. And then you have to turn around and paint it to make
Mm-hmm.
it look believable. Because I've seen a lot of caricature artists, it looks like them when they draw it, but
Right.
when they paint it, you're like, you kind of lost me with the paint.
Exactly.
But then you got some guys who can really paint, but the drawing is not on point.
Yeah.
So
That's more me right there. That's why I'm
yeah,
interested in you teaching the concept with sketch. That, like I said, that is a whole chapter, that's a whole the volume of education right then and there. Because I think, we can learn concept of color a lot just because working in Photoshop and looking at images, and kind of like you said, getting the idea of the light source and shadows, and that's one
Right.
thing. But man, to be able to actually create the line art, woo,
And
yeah.
see, my wife, she does line art for Sip and Paint. So even this Martin Luther King year,
Ah,
that's going to be another file in her inventory. So that because people call her like, hey, I need um, 20 copies of that Martin for Sip and Paint for Black History. So do you
mm,
see what I'm saying? That
right.
once your foot is in the door,
There you go.
it just opens up.
Right.
So
Amen. Amen. And then you are kind of creating what, and this is the thing that, like I say all the time, as a creative, I feel like that's the closest you can be to God in when you're creating. Like, you're a creator and you're in that mode, like nobody can really break that. You're essentially using the gifts that you
mhm,
have to create something from a pure thought. To me,
mhm,
that's magic. That's magical. That is being able to create a dollar from something
mhm.
that once existed in your brain.
Correct.
That,
Correct.
phew, you can't get
Correct.
no better than that, and
You
nobody can
got
ever take that away from you. Somebody could take a job, somebody could take your research, they could take your computer, they can repo everything in your house, and you still have your mind, and your mind will be able to create the next thing that's going to take you to your next meal, to your next house, to your next car, to your next business, and to ultimately that next enterprise and legacy.
That's
So
right.
when we start building that confidence, and I saw you, who was that, Annette? If Shannon, yes, you can fly to Florida and turn around, and I give you the courage. And then I'm
Hmm.
telling you, y'all, this is what y'all been doing. Y'all been having the courage. Because
Hmm.
that's what it takes. You've been having the courage. Y'all have been working. Y'all literally have been putting in the work, and it shows.
Right.
It really shows.
That's right. Absolutely.
Yes. And this is
Absolutely.
one of those things. You're gonna put in the work, and you're gonna shock yourselves.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so, like I said, it's just, how bad you want it. How bad you want it.
Let's get it. And you know what, Sam? That'll be interesting. I would love to see
Hmm.
a post, maybe even, I don't know. We'll talk about this. Maybe like a timeline or something like that, where maybe we could do everybody post their versions
Oh
of
yeah, I
the
would
of this
love that.
project. Yeah.
Love that, especially on your social medias. Tag me in, and let's do a post where everybody posts up their artwork and tell us about it. Let's start a conversation. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Because some people may
Yes.
have had a problem where another person can come in and fix it. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So yeah,
And
let's start a conversation.
Erica, Coach Erica, she does large format printing.
Hmm.
Can we get you to the winner, or maybe we might do winner or random or whatever? But whoever that person is, if you do an all over shirt, can I throw you on the spot to do that? So we can make this interesting. Get a little prize up in there,
Yeah.
so you can see your artwork that you colored, literally on an all over shirt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, see, now that's inspiring.
Yes.
That's
Come on
inspiring.
with it.
So yeah, let's make it
I
happen.
love it. I love it. Stan,
Mhm.
this has been so amazing. I kind of feel like I don't know how to let you go. We done held you for almost 2 hours now.
No, it's
Um,
good. It's good.
I want to let these folks have an opportunity to get online and buy this course. And
Hmm.
also, if y'all have any questions, we'll make a post. As a matter of fact, let's do it in the Cartoon University post. This class is already posted in there. Ask your
Hmm.
questions under the post for this class. That way, it'll be in one concentrated area. Don't go DMing and then emailing and then all this other stuff. Keep your questions under that post, because you don't know how your question under that post can help the next person
Mm.
who really, had that same question. Because,
Right.
like I said, we don't want to bog our creatives down with inundate them with all of this external, kind of information, when really we need to preserve our artist mind.
Mhm. That's
So let's
right.
make it easy for them. Okay.
That's right. So
Yeah. So
yeah,
Erica.
I'll be up for about another hour or so. So
Okay.
I will be on. So if you got any questions, just tag in my name, I get a lot of notifications, so just tag in my name so I can see it
There
immediately.
you go. There
And I
you
can
go.
come in and I can come in and I can answer a question or two.
Absolutely. Yes. And Erica said yes. Yes, Erica will do the all over shirt for one lucky person
That's
that
what's up.
that's willing to share, because we got to be willing to share. We got to show, so then that way when you show what you did today and you show what you're doing at the end of Stan's year program,
That's
wink wink
right.
wink, then we ought to see definitely something that you can sell. Okay,
Yes,
Stan's
and
literally giving you
also
the blueprint to sell what he sells,
that's
but
right.
legally.
That's right.
Not reselling his work, but selling your own work. Okay.
That's right. And also, over in Cartoon University, I'm bringing back some of my old archive cartoons from when we
What?
first started about a year ago. We're going to do a big sale on Wednesday, which we call the early bird midweek sale.
Uh-huh.
And so, like I got some old school stuff that I'm going to put back on sale, and then I'm going to pretty much take them out permanently because,
Whoa. Y'all
yeah,
hear that? Wednesday.
yeah, Wednesday is going to be it. It's going
Okay.
to start probably around 8 o'clock Wednesday morning, and it may
Uh-huh.
carry on to Friday because I'm going to release the Martin Luther King on Saturday.
Okay.
So yeah,
All right. That's what it is. And so Stan, when we'll be able to have this class uploaded by tomorrow in the PNG, or what's the deadline for that one? Or
yeah.
when will we
You
have
would.
that?
I think everything should be uploaded and ready to go by tomorrow night,
Okay.
and so that way I'll let you know, and then they can have at it, and they can just do what they do.
That's what I'm talking about. So literally, let's see, Saturday. So y'all will probably have access. Let's say if it's not up till Wednesday, depending on your time zone, you will
Mhm.
have the MLK file Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So that's like getting the Jordans before they drop.
Before they
You hear
drop.
what I'm saying? So
Before
that
they
means you can
drop.
start marketing your t-shirts and whatever you're doing for MLK Day.
That's you.
You got first dibs. Come on,
You got
y'all.
the dibs. You
That
got.
alone, honestly, that alone would be worth it to have that early, to be able to drop that artwork on your merchandise now and get it out there and start marketing your stuff, to be able
Right.
to have that on Wednesday when everybody else can't get it till Saturday. I would pay $80 just for that.
So please, 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 like tag me on TikTok, tag me on Instagram,
Yes,
join my
yes.
YouTube channel. I will. I'm going to do. Me and Shannon. She's going to help me with this because you know with this whole video thing because it's a struggle. The struggle is real, and
And
so but we're gonna make it happen.
yes, and that's exactly what I'm saying. We are able to help each other with our strengths, and like I said, I'm actually purchasing the course for my niece and nephew because I know you are so dope at what you do and you care about what you do, that I think they're gonna. I'll enter them in the competition.
Mm. Are you actually? You know what? Just for your people who are online, if you want to get a full glimpse of my course, if you go into my YouTube channel, I did a full demonstration on how to do Tiana from The Princess and the Frog.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna look it up for them.
Yeah,
It
put
is
that
on
link,
YouTube. Mm-hmm.
and that's a sped up video of the. That's when because I use the silhouette technique, which I'm drawing shapes first, and then I'm
Mm-hmm.
building off those shapes, and that's a full like demonstration of how the class will go.
Ah, so this will give them here. I'll pull it up down here.
And tell them to leave a comment. But if you see it, how to draw Tiana, yeah. And that's me
Hey,
talking, so don't mind my face. You can kind of fast forward it some.
here, this is what I want y'all to do right now. Like right
There it
now.
is.
Y'all show some love.
So
Go
you see
on
how
this
I'm drawing the
video.
shape?
Stan, are you kidding me? You only got 24 likes.
I
If
get no love on YouTube.
hey, come on, y'all. Let's get on here. Let's get Stan some likes.
Share
This
it. Please share it. I
yes,
get no love on YouTube. But I
I
don't really
got
put a
you.
lot of time into YouTube like I should.
And that, you know what? We gonna work on Stan, I got you. I got
Okay.
you, Stan. You gonna help me on this cartoon stuff, and I'm gonna help you with YouTube and this, putting together this online university, all that stuff.
So
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
so you actually seeing me draw it from scratch
Look
to
at
the
that.
paint, and I got
Yes.
my reference photo right there. Now I did all that from simple shapes.
Let's go back to the shapes, because I know that's what you're. Yes.
You see that? How I'm
Yep.
just drawing the shapes.
Y'all. Like
And you building off of shapes.
this is phenomenal.
You know, you building off of
Look at
shapes,
this.
and that can be a PNG. Now that program, that's Sketchbook Pro.
Uh-huh.
You know, and
Yeah.
that file is a PNG, so you can put it on a shirt. You know, if it's a little girl having a birthday party, you can do your Tiana theme. You know,
So wait a minute, Stan. You're gonna do something with the PNG for that?
yeah, if you guys want it.
Do you have this? Do you have that PNG available on your
Oh yeah.
website?
Oh yeah. No, 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 no. Those are some of the files that I took off,
Oh,
and
so
so I'm going to break.
Wednesday we might see this one, maybe.
Yeah, so I'm bringing a lot of them back.
Oh,
There was one I did where I did I did foghorn leghorn with some Jordan ones on.
uh-huh.
So a lot of those files are going to come back for Wednesday, and then after that they will be gone completely.
Hey, so we need to set a budget,
Yeah.
a Cartoon University stand budget for this
Mhm.
week. And just know that that we're gonna get into this thing, okay?
Yeah. So yeah. So tell your people to go. Just go and watch that video. Leave a comment. Like it. Share. Please share it on your social medias. Tag me in on it. And that's a full glimpse of how I teach my courses.
So I think that's really helpful. Thank you for that, Stan. So y'all go ahead and check this out. He's literally telling you that, hey, this is how I teach.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this is a fast version of. So imagine
Right.
he's giving you the full, real deal, full length time that it takes to explain a lot of this process. So
Mm-hmm.
this is a taste of it. You get to see all the steps,
Mm-hmm.
like literally from the conceptual design here, the shapes, to the line art, to the coloring, even to the background, adding
Mm-hmm.
the artwork to the background.
Background. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. There you
All
go.
right.
There
So
you
y'all
go.
got some work. All right. So everybody's saying thank you, Stan.
Not a
Thank you,
problem. Thank you
Stan.
guys for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you, Shannon,
Of
for having me.
course. Of course.
So we're gonna make some magic happen.
Absolutely. And I can't wait to see it. So again, we thank you all for showing up and supporting. I'm so glad y'all stayed to the end
We
to make
appreciate
sure
it.
that y'all were able to partake in this wonderful opportunity. We'll see you Stan Wednesday as well on the
Wednesday.
website, 8 a.m. We will be there to support. And y'all make sure that y'all go to Stan's YouTube and like every one of his videos. He had 5 videos right now. Let's get Stan on the YouTube map. Let's go ahead and like them videos so his work can start popping up when people are looking for cartooning. Okay.
Yes, I appreciate
Stan's
that.
YouTube. It is. Oh, you know what? I just closed it out. Let me open it back up
That
so that
is
I can give y'all that link.
Gemini Two-Face _art, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. And I'm gonna give them the direct link because people are like, how do you spell it? And
Oh, okay.
I got you. I'm gonna go on and give them this good old link.
Okay.
This good old link right here. This is the actual channel. But yeah, it's Gemini with the number 2 face.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and that's the name for the Instagram and TikTok as well, right?
With Instagram and TikTok is Gemini Two-Face _art.
_art. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do all of that. Let's do all of that tonight. Let's show Stan. We really love him, appreciate him. We want to see him.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me.
Yes, you're welcome, love. All right, Stan. So what I do traditionally is I tell everybody we love them, we appreciate them dearly, and until next time, I give them a real long bye. You ready?
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace, y'all.
All right, y'all take care. Peace out.
Thanks, Stan.
Okay, take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.